What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel, watching a video. Today we are doing a viewer request. Sosh XX, one of my viewers and subscribers, requested that I try mini quiches. Be honest, I've never made a mini quiche before. I've made quiche before, which is a pie shell with an egg filling with savory goodies on the inside, but I've never done the mini. So I was like, I'm going to give it a try. So this is my recipe for Cajun mini quiches, because I wanted to get away from that normal broccoli and cheese, the spinach, the mushroom. I wanted to kind of venture out. So I decided to use like a sausage, like an andouille sausage or smoked sausage, cut it up, brown it really good, throw some different stuff in there, and make the little mini quiches out of it. So this is my recipe for mini Cajun quiches as requested by Sosh XX. If you guys are not a subscriber, please take a second, hit that subscribe button. I know everybody on YouTube asks you to subscribe, but it really does help us with our algorithm and all of this stuff in YouTube world that I don't really understand all of it. I'm beginning to understand it. So it really does help us if you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up at the end. Otherwise, guys, here comes a recipe for mini Cajun quiches. Quick note right here. I don't know why it did not record, but it did not record. I took one link of summer sausage or andouille, smoked sausage, whatever you want to take, and I cut it into small cubes, little bitty cubes. Along with that, I cut up about half of an onion. I had a video of me cutting it up, but it didn't record for some reason. Who knows why? User error probably. But anyway, guys, we're going to jump right into sauteing this stuff up. All right, we're getting pretty close to being at the end of our fry. See, it's getting the nice blackened grilled, not grilled, but fry marks on it. That's where that flavor is coming from. We've got our onion in there, sauteing. It's getting really soft and nice. We'll put about a teaspoonful of garlic in there. Get that flavor good and strong. You can use fresh garlic if you want to. I use the jar garlic. All right, we're going to kill the heat. Now, we want this to cool completely before we start filling the quiche. I'm actually going to do this the day before. But you could do it while you're making them, but I just want to do it while let this cool off. All right, there we go, guys. That's onions, garlic, and sausage. All right, guys, so I've made my pie crust ahead of time, the pastry part of it. So I'm going to roll this out. This is I want to say it's a tripled recipe because you can always store pie crust cooled or cold. So I'm going to roll this out into a circle. Now, when it's hard like that, you got to beat it to get that initial roll going. To me, oh, something fell. Something fell. All right, kids. Okay, we're going to start rolling now. And the reason you rotate it like that is so that flour, your bench flour, will coat it and it doesn't stick. Because if you just roll it and don't rotate it, it's going to stick in one spot. But again, if you're using pre-made pie crust, let it come to room temperature and then roll it out or flatten it out. Oops. We want this to be not thick, but not thin. So probably 1/4 of an inch-ish, like that. Look at those nice dollops of butter in there. All right. Okay. So we have a mini muffin pan. Now, these guys, this is not the traditional thick, big muffin pans, the little mini ones. This one I got from the Walmart for, I think it was $8. All you need. You could use little tartlets if you want to, but I think that's too much work. Well, if I'm not out of spray. We're going to give them each a coat of nonstick spray just to be safe. Now this pie crust we're going to cut out to 2 inches to 1.5 inches. So this one's about 2.5 inches circle. We're going to need 24 of these boys. Scrape this big boy off and we'll put our pan here. We're done with the rolling pin. We don't need that anymore. For each little tartlet thing, you're going to take one little pie crust, stick it in the bottom, and I'm just going to push it up to the edge. Make sure you get the air pocket out of the corners. That's my goal. That's what you're looking for. Just repeat that with all of them, and then we'll see you on the other side. Okay, in a blender, or in this case, I have a bullet-ish, let's say. I got it on Amazon for really cheap on a deal of the day. We're going to do 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3 eggs. We're going to put 3/4 of a cup of milk. Now, you can use regular milk. I'm using evaporated milk. I like the way it cooks and things like this. But you want to use a blender, because if you use a hand, you don't mix the egg enough and break down that egg enough and you get stringies in it. We don't want that. All right, so this big boy has a thing called auto blend. So we're going to set it to go. That's enough of auto blend. You know what we forgot to put in here was some salt though. We're going to put about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Have it sitting right there and just completely didn't even try to do it. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix that really quick. All right, I'll do it one more time. All right, we're done. All right, now to fill the shells. All right, we got our pastry shells already made, our mini quiche shells. This is our filling we had yesterday with the smoked sausage and the onions. So what we're gonna do is just divvy this out. Put a little bit in each one, just like that. We want each shell to have a little bit of sausage, a little bit of onion. But don't fill it all the way full because we're gonna put cheese too. You could definitely use a big shell, a regular pie shell, and skip the individual shells if you wanted to. Think about if you make your homemade all the way, crust and everything, individual quiches for your next party, how impressed your people are going to be. Try to use it all. I don't want to overfill these boys. So, 2 more pieces. Put right there and right there. All right, so we're done with that. So now we want to take our filling. Now I've moved my filling into something that's pourable. We just want to pour in some filling into each one until it's full. Just like that. We've gone ahead and preset our oven to 375. We have extra. Always have a little extra. All right, guys, that looks good. So now I want to take some Tony Chachere's or any kind of Cajun seasoning. Yeah, I don't want to just sprinkle it because I don't want it to go crazy. I'm just going to take my frame hands like this and divvy it like that across the top because we want a little bit of Cajun seasoning right on the top to give that hit of heat and flavor. Again, if you're not making Cajun, you can do any kind of flavoring. But you do the same thing. If you want to make broccoli and cheese, you take broccoli, steam it, cut it up in little pieces, little florets, put that inside the pastry crust, then fill it with egg. Mushroom, do mushrooms. You know, just like whatever you want to use in this. That'll be Michael's. What you want to use, that's the way you'll do it. So now on top of this, I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese. We're just going to put a little cheddar cheese right on top. Give you a pinch. That one just totally messed. All right, we put our cheddar cheese on top. This is almost ready. We want to do a little bit of color. And I actually do like the flavor of parsley. So I'm going to put a little parsley on the top of each one, just as a little flair. You could have just sprinkled it over the whole thing, probably. All right. This is ready for the oven. This is going to go in a 375-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes until it's golden brown. We're going to push all this cheese back inside though. Well, don't worry about it. We'll see you on the other side. Okay, kids, it has been 20 minutes. We're going to take our mini quiches out of the oven and set them right here. Now we want to let them cool for a little bit. Just a second or two, but let the initial heat go off. We do want to serve them warm. There, Alexa told me I'm finished. Hey, Alexa, stop. So we're going to let these cool a minute. I'm going to get Mike in here, and I'm going to make him eat one. All right, so these are what the mini quiches look like. If you can see them. They smell really good. So I'm going to make Michael try one, because, again, I just made this off on top of my head, and that's kind of why I married him, so he tastes my food. You want me to cut it in half? Yeah. Oh my God, every time we come in the kitchen, our dogs go crazy. Boys. Okay. You smell the sausage, you smell the onion. Here's what, if you cut it in half, that's what it looked like. All right. That's pretty dadgum tasty, y'all. You give it a thumbs up? Mm-hmm.
Little gravy on top.
Gravy? Like what kind of gravy? Like red gravy?
No, like white gravy. Like that white biscuit gravy you can do.
Okay, I could see that. Anyway, guys, so that's our mini quiche recipe. Again, remember, try it the way you want to. If you want to put broccoli and cheese in there, do that. You can have, I was thinking you can even put ground beef, like seasoned ground. Look on my, there's a recipe for Big Mac pizza. Make that ground beef, put it in here, put the egg on top of it, put the cheese, sprinkle lettuce on the top. How cute would that be? And how good would that be? You can make Big Mac mini quiches. Anyway, guys, that's the recipe for mini quiches. Try it, tell me what you think. Thanks to my viewer who gave me the idea. We loved hearing from you guys. Keep it up, keep the comments coming, guys. If you're not subscribers, take a second, hit that subscribe button, join our channel, and help us grow. You guys have a safe week out there, but above all, be nice to each other and take care of each other.